welcome to my first ever specific vlog for a specific book, and that specific book being Crescent City, House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas. I low-key am Sarah J. Maas trash, not gonna lie. Even though I'm aware some of her writing is not the best, I just can't help but love her books, you know, and sometimes you just gotta appreciate the books for what they are and everything. So I'm super excited to pick up Crescent City, and I'm going to actually vlog my entire experience reading it. Well, not my entire experience, but you'll get check-ins just because this book is long and this book is thick. And yeah, so I'm just gonna kind of talk about my thoughts and feelings. It will probably contain spoilers, so there's that, because I don't know how to do a non-spoiler review of my thoughts and feelings, and at this point I'm a little late to the game. I think this came out in February or March. I think it was March, and it's now May, so I mean, and it's one of those popular books right now, so I don't mind doing a spoiler vlog, but I'm really excited to share my thoughts because I feel like I'm definitely gonna love this because I heard so many good things. So I'm gonna actually get right into it. Okay, so it's really windy outside, so I'm sitting underneath, like, on my patio in, like, where the wind is blocked. I really wanted to sit by my pool, but it's way too windy, so there's that. Because the desk is uneven. Oh, don't sneeze on my book. No, that's my book. You can't sell my book. No. That's you. Just made it to chapter 5, so I'm on page 56, and so far I'm kind of just like, where's it going? And there's a lot of like building up the world, and if you know me, you know I hate world building, and like getting into books is always like a little difficult for me, especially when it's fantasy, just because there's so much info that's just kind of like, not info dumping, but there's so much info that it's like weaved into the story that you have to keep track of when you first start reading. So it's sometimes a little hard for me to keep up with all that. But with the names are like, that names just add to the confusion of keeping up with all the characters. Bryce and Danica? Yeah. Anyway, so Bryce went on her date, dumped Reed. I do like Connor though, and that's the wolf that she's going on a date with, and I'm curious to see how that's gonna go. Danica's interesting because it was said that she's like the most powerful, when she makes the drop to immortality, she's like gonna be the most powerful wolf in the world, and it's interesting seeing how just like chillax her character is and how she hasn't gone like power hungry. I think that's interesting. I think I like it so far, but once again, like me getting into books that are fantasy with like a more in-depth world, like Sarah J. Maas's world, sometimes it takes me a little bit to like process everything and like figure out what's going on, especially with her writing, because she kind of just dives right into it. And like complicated character names are the worst because I'm really bad with like names and faces in real life. So then you add like freaking 17 characters within the first 5 chapters with like super complex names that aren't like just normal like basic names. And I'm not complaining about it by no means because I like the names. It's just keeping up with all of them sometimes can be a struggle for me because I'm terrible at names. And that's why it's so hard for me to like get into stories until like I've learned the characters' names and I like can remember them, or else I'm just confused. But that is the update for now. It is so windy, so I'm gonna go back inside, because if you can see from my bangs, it's way too windy. So really, freaking really, Danica's death, that shocked me, because I'm like, she's supposed to be super powerful. Connor's death makes me mad, because like his like carefree, witty, sarcastic attitude I freaking loved, and I grew attached to that really quick. Danica, not so much, but Bryce and Danica's relationship, I was like, that's cute, I love that. And then the entire freaking pack is just dead? What? We're like 60 pages into this. What the heck? I'm shocked. I really am. But, you know, I'm gonna continue reading, and I'll update you whenever some other crap goes down, apparently. Hey guys, it's the 4th. I've done no more progress in this book, and I'm supposed to be finishing it today and tomorrow to then edit the vlog to have up on the 6th. Yet, I have a final exam I need to study for, and I'm torn between just sitting down and reading this or studying for my final exam. The responsible thing being my final exam studying, but we'll see, because I really want to figure out what happens to this book, so I'll let you know. So I'm on page 196. I just read for an hour and 5 minutes. And my thoughts. They keep introducing characters and introducing more of like the world. And it's so hard to keep up with. However, Hunt, I do like. And Ruhan, whatever his name is, he's kind of funny too. And I love Bryce. She's such a snarky, sarcastic butthole, and I love her. I think I keep saying that. I'm curious to see where this is going, because it is kind of slow. I mean, stuff has happened, but nothing major has really happened. I think I'm enjoying it. It's one of those books where I'm like, am I enjoying it? Am I not enjoying it? I can't quite tell at this point, but I'm gonna continue reading it, obviously, but I'm gonna eat some lunch and then update you again later. I'm 27 chapters into this book, and I thought we'd have some answers by now, and it just seems like Sarah J. Maas keeps adding plot lines to this book, because we started with the murder of Danica, and then it was the whole Bryce being hired to figure out, the murder of Danica, and now they're searching for the horn, and then there's the whole political stuff with Ruin, and I'm just like, what plot line are we following here? It feels like there's 6 of them, and I'm like trying to keep up. I'm like, I do like the characters though. Ruin is growing on me, and then of course Hunt is just cracking me up, and so is Bryce. So yeah, 27 chapters in, and I'm like, how many plot lines are we adding here? There's so many subplots. I'm like, where is this going? Literally where? 553 pages into this book, and I don't know if I like it. I'm liking Hunt, and why does her name always escape me? Oh my god. Bryce, golly. I like Hunt and Bryce's relationship. I like how it's slowly progressing. It's not like, ooh, insta love. But there's a lot of things in this book that I don't like. A lot of the plot twists about like Danica being involved in all this stuff, like, I'm not surprised. And it's not like impacting me at all. But I don't know. This is dragging. The middle is dragging on so bad. So I'm almost done though. The freaking plot twist. Okay. the whole deal with Danica being the one who freaking kills her pack because of the drug, like the second that they saw those videotapes with the person like killing all the people and then killing herself, I was like, I freaking knew that it was Danica. And I never ever guess like plots at all, ever, never. This has never happened, and I freaking knew it. So I don't know if I was just being very like intuitive during this book, or just it was very predictable. And the only plot twist that caught me off guard was freaking let me fix this camera angle, I'm just fuming, was freaking Hunt. I'm mad and I wish it was fake. Yeah, I'm on page 600, so I have 200 more pages for this to turn around and get fixed, because I cannot handle this. I don't know if I'm just like, I was trying to understand everything that was happening because I was so confused, because how much info dumping went into this book, and I was like paying attention to all the details to try to like absorb it. I don't know if it was that or just it was way too predictable. I think it was way too predictable because there was like no other characters that Sarah J. Maas was trying to pin it on, because it all just pointed to Danica at that point. Once she was the one who stole the horn, I freaking knew it. I knew it. Hunt surprised me though. I'm still shook, but oh my gosh. I'm watching Fast and Furious right now. So every commercial I'm like reading like a couple pages, but I think I'm gonna let myself suffer and finish reading this tomorrow because I hate myself, I guess, but I've been reading it all day. So we have from this first bookmark to where this envelope is, so all of that in one day, because I'm a psychopath who couldn't put it down because I'm procrastinating on my other stuff. So that's fun. Oh my gosh, this book is gonna be the death of me. Today's the 5th, and I'm finally gonna finish this. I'm gonna sit down for 2 hours and I'm just gonna read the rest of this book, and then I will share my thoughts after I finish, because I have a final exam tomorrow that I still haven't studied for, so we gotta finish this. So this book, thoughts. So the ending, I really enjoyed the ending, but okay, let me take it back. So when Bryce was going to exchange her existence basically to save Hunt, I was like, oh? And honestly, I think that would have been a kind of cool thing to see what would have happened, and then how Hunt would have tried to free Bryce and everything, but it didn't happen, and I thought it would have. The plot twist with, it starts with an M. What is his name? Micah. The plot twist with Micah. He was basically the cause of the Hunt and the pack's death, and Danica's death. Interesting. The ending, the epilogue, has me a little confused. But honestly, this is supposed to be book 1, I think, of a series. So I'm curious to see where this series goes. I think it's a series because this actually did really well as just a standalone, you know. There's no loose ends, really. And yeah, I'm super satisfied with this book. And I would be tempted to give this 5 stars, but I just didn't enjoy everything in the middle. The beginning was slow to get into because the info dumping. And then once we got to the thick of the story, it was so slow. It was like molasses. I'm like, when is anything gonna happen? And things were happening, but they were happening so spaced apart that I was just like, oh, finally something happened. And then I just didn't care. And I was like, ugh, when's the next actual big thing gonna happen? But I finished it, and it'll probably be 4 out of 5 stars just for the ending, I think. I think I just have an issue with long books, because the same thing happened with Kingdom of Ash. That book, it was very long. And the longer the book, and like if I'm not wholly invested into the characters and like the plot, the long books kill me because it takes me out of the story, because it's like I have to force myself to read it. There's like little details that I really enjoyed, like when why do their names always escape me? Like right when I'm about to say them, I'm like, Hunt. When Hunt was taking pictures of Bryce, like that little detail and like seeing their growing relationship was like so heartwarming. And then seeing that used against him, I was like, ah, clever. I liked that. And little details like that I really enjoyed about the book. But how slow it was, I did not appreciate. But because of the slowness, we got to see Hunt and Bryce's relationship grow over that time instead of being like insta love. So that was nice. And because of that, I'm more invested into the relationship. But the book was way too long for me, and that is my final thoughts. Thank you for watching my Crescent City House of Earth and Blood vlog. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you thought some of my thoughts came out logical and I didn't sound like I was just rambling nonsense, because they sound coherent in my head, sort of, but when I say them, I don't know if they sound coherent or not. But that is my thoughts on Crescent City, and if you've read this, which I hope you have before watching this vlog, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Let me know if you agree with me on the book being just too long, or if you like the detail and how much depth that Sarah J Maas puts into her fantasies. Let me know. I'm really curious. Also, if you liked this, please do give it a thumbs up. I am gonna try to do at least 2 more of these this month, of a vlog specific to a book or book series. I think I really liked that. I am also trying to vlog with the medieval-a-thon, so it was kind of tricky to like balance the two, because I had to read this in 3 days, and I did read it in 3 days. And you can actually see my progress because I kept my bookmarks in. So we have, right here, we have day 1. Get off my face camera. Day 1, day 2, and then day 3. So that was fun. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys!